I want to talk to you for a minute about who your friends are. We got people all around us that we think they're our friends. You got the yes people that no matter what you're doing, it's okay with them. Whether you're messing up or you're doing well, it is all good. Those ain't your friends. I'm going to let you know that right now. Because yes people, it doesn't matter where you're going, they're going to go with you as long as they need you, and then they're eventually going to go away. So they don't care if you're doing well or if you're not doing so well. They're going to get what they need from you, and then they're out, okay? Those people are good to have in our lives because people come for a season, they teach us something. So just know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with those kind of people. Then you have the supporters who are silent supporters. So when they hear people talking about you, they don't really say anything, but they don't talk about you. So they're not really doing anything bad. However, they're waiting to see whether or not you're going to get over that fence that you've been trying to climb, right? So, what kind of supporters are they and how much are they really your friends? And then you've got the people that no matter what, if they hear someone saying something about you, they're sticking up for you. And if they see you messing up, they're going to let you know about it. And those are the people we usually get mad at. What you need to do is self-reflect and not get so mad at those people. I mean, unless they're being a jerk. Like if they're just being a jerk for no reason, then okay. But sometimes they're being a jerk because they need to be a jerk because you need a smack upside your head. And that's not really being a jerk. That's just you being a jerk, right? So you need to recognize when you're being a jerk versus someone else being a jerk to you. You really need to pay attention to who you're hanging out with and all of that's being said about you. Okay, I hear all the time from people who are opposite sides of the tracks or the wrong side of the track or the wrong side of town or grew up poor and all that fun stuff. That doesn't make you any less than anybody else, okay? So I'm on Jesus here you for a minute, just a little bit. Well, you can't Jesus just a little bit. I'm just gonna preach it just a little bit, but just hear me out, okay? Because some of y'all need Jesus, you know that. Now, I hear a lot of times how people don't believe and people all this stuff and none of this makes sense. And you know what? It's not supposed to sometimes. Things happen in life that don't make sense. You just have to believe. How did you get where you are today from being where you were? I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I'm nowhere near where I'm going, but I'm sure as hell far enough from where I've been. You know why? Because I've had someone upstairs in my head this whole time. And I know that no matter what, I've got that support. It's not just me doing it. I've got a team, and that team is here on earth, and that team is elsewhere. And that's my belief. Now, whether or not you think that's wrong or whatever, you've got facts. My belief trumps your facts all day long. So whatever you're believing in your head is what is actually coming to fruition in your life. So even if you are doubting it, just say it anyway. Even if you've got to go in a room and fake it until you make it, do it. Put that confidence face on. Get out there and get at it because you are no different and nobody is better than anything that you've ever strived for or anything that you're ever going to be. Okay? So one thing I always come across, and I actually heard it in church this past weekend, was when God is doing something to you, He's trying to do something in you. We are not meant to just survive these things. And these kids from the wrong side of town that had to go through so much else than the kids with the silver spoon in their mouth, I'm telling you, you've got more wisdom and more strength and more sympathy and more empathy to share with this world than some of those other people. Think differently about yourself. Listen to the right people. Put yourself with people that are where you want to be, not where you're coming from. Don't lower your expectations or your standards to help someone else feel better about themselves. They're either going to rise up or just understand that they're with you for a season. They weren't meant to follow you all the time. Maybe they'll catch up with you later. But be true to yourself. Understand that you've got everything that it takes. Tell yourself a different story. Believe in something bigger than yourself. Okay? You can't change your problem unless you've got something else bigger to focus on. So just believe that for a minute. Understand who you're hanging out with. Understand who's talking to who. And understand who your real champions are. All right? So that's just my little message. And I hope you get something from it. And I look forward to seeing you climbing that ladder or that hill or whatever it is you're trying to climb. And I want to hear about it when you get there. It's not going to be overnight. Know that too. Patience is a virtue, my friend.